I was Lizzie Borden, you know. He said, Mrs. Woodcock, your husband's in extreme pain. And I said, yes, I realize that, and I'm very sympathetic, but I'm sick and tired of hearing it. You know, in October, as I told you, I had some surgery on my back where they go in to my lumbar with very large needles, and they run high-frequency radio waves through these needles. And in essence, it microwaves your nerves, it fries your nerves, and they eventually die, and to cut down the pain of my arthritis. And I think the surgery was pretty successful. I've greatly reduced the amount of opioids I take, so trying to clean up the neighborhood. But the strangest thing has happened. Ever since they did the right side, if I lean to the right, or I bend to the right, I'm picking up Rush Limbaugh in my right hand. Do you ever go to the doctor and fill out sheet after sheet after sheet? Your medical history, your mother's medical history, you know, all the medications you take, you know, it's just reams. And then when you get in the doctor's office, he asks you, what medications are you taking? They put all this stuff in a little iPad, but I think it's just a black hole because nobody ever refers to it again. You have to fill out another piece of paper. Well, several years ago, I had to have a DNC. So I went into the surgical center, and this young, very young woman comes and sits by my bed, and she says, Mrs. Woodcock, and I said, yes. Do you know why you're here? Now I know I'm older than I used to be, but I'm not senile yet. Why would anybody go to a surgical center if they didn't know why, you know? So I said, but keeping my cherub-like demeanor, I said, why yes, I do know why I'm here. I'm going to have a DNC. She writes it down. She says, have you had a hysterectomy? Have you had a hysterectomy, Mrs. Woodcock? I was flabbergasted. I mean, what was she doing working here for? So I finally regained my composure. I looked her in the eye and I said, dear, how do you think Dr. T's going to do a DNC on me if I no longer have a uterus to scrape? Does not give you a lot of comfort before they give you the sleeping juice. Our oldest daughter, Joy, when she was in her very early 30s, she had to have a hysterectomy because of endometritis or whatever it is. And the next time she went back to her doctor, the young woman, they're always young women, have you noticed? The young woman says to her, Mrs. Simpson, when was your last period? She said, right before you ripped out my uterus.